For a best friend since way back when. Steel town roots in a story to spin. Pittsburgh streets in our bones. The four best ones, the four best hearts. This month we live it loud. This month we break the cloud.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on wherever you're tuning in from, and welcome to this week's installment of the Four Best Podcast. For those of you tuning in, this is a podcast where four best friends talk about the best things that are going on in their lives. And so we want to bring you along in that journey of our best to try to bring a little bit of light and positivity into your day. I am one of your hosts, Isaac Scott. I'm also joined by Sergey Blackhorn.
What up, y'all?
And Mr. Nathaniel Thumper-Kravitz.
Hey, guys.
And our best for this week, Mr. Mac Kravitz.
All right, thanks. My best has to do with Father's Day. So, we're talking about best of June. For me, I have a tradition with Father's Day. I guess maybe before I talk about that tradition, I'm going to just let our listeners know a little bit about the founding of Father's Day. So, Father's Day sort of originated in the U.S. in 1910. It was started in Spokane, Washington, and that was sort of brought about by this woman named Sonora Smart Dodd, who was the daughter of a Civil War veteran who was a single parent, as her father was her sole provider at the time. So she wanted to come up with a way of honoring her father who raised her that would correspond to Mother's Day. So that's sort of how it came about. And then the holiday itself didn't really become a official holiday until 1972 when it was signed into law by Nixon. But for me, my Father's Day, I actually don't celebrate one day. I know that sounds like I'm just greedy, but for me, yeah, I know. I'm that way. For me, my tradition is to do an individual activity with each of my kids. So I usually spend that time on Saturdays, not on Father's Day weekend itself specifically, because I don't want to have to deal with the increased crowd sizes for things. So with Ella, we go to the zoo, and with Eli, I took him to the wave pool. Now, going to the zoo is one of my favorite activities to do. I love zoos. Zoos are great. I get to see all the animals, and Ella really loves seeing animals too. And most of the time when I take the family to the zoo, we kind of rush through the zoo a little bit because I love looking at the animals. Eileen loves looking at the animals. Ella loves looking at the animals. Eli just wants to be done. He wants to go to the kid play area, and it's a special additional park that we can go to. There's a playground there. But we don't really get to enjoy the animals. The Pittsburgh Zoo has a barn owl that you basically never see. It's usually hidden. But this year, we got there and you could see just a little sliver of it, and that's always kind of exciting for us because Ella's favorite animal are owls. So just to get any peek of an owl is a really great time for us. And then we just had a really lovely day. It was nice weather. We just had so much fun. And then, the next weekend, I go and take Eli to the wave pool. It's not my favorite thing, but I let my kids choose what they want to do for our special daddy kid time. And that's what he chose. And we went, we had a really fun time. It gets knocked over by waves. It's just kind of a blast for him. And yeah, it was just a really good time. The weather was upper 70s, maybe low 80s, and just full sun. Super nice, super chill. And to see the amount of joy he had at the wave pool was totally worthwhile. You guys know, you see your kids having fun and just being so happy. It's hard to not feel that joy yourself. And then after each of the two activities, we did full family ice creams too. So we went and got ice cream And that was just like, that was my Father's Day. And then actually, this year we did actually do stuff on Father's Day with me. Usually we do like a Father's Day event with Eileen's dad on Father's Day, but he was out of town, so we did an additional trip to McConnell's Mill Park, and we did a little bit of hiking there, and uh, yeah, and went mini golfing. So like it was an extra big Father's Day for me. It's just pretty fun. Do you guys have like traditions you do with your kids?
Great question. We don't have any particular traditions other than Father's Day always falls on a Sunday, and Sunday's when I play a pickup ultimate game. And typically, for whatever reason, Father's Day ends up being a pretty good day, and just had a lot of fun. And now, of course, Cade, my son, comes and plays with me, and that's what we did this year. And it was really nice. It was actually a great day. My body felt good, and so it was a really nice day for playing that. But no other traditions, and we don't make a big deal out of Father's Day because Sundays tend to be so busy for us. So just being able to spend a little time together is nice, and getting that kind of recognition from my kids. But I like what you've been doing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I really dig the tradition that you set up, Mac. I think when you have more than one kid, it is often easy to feel like you're kind of pulled two ways. I think we've all felt that, right? Like you give attention one way or the other, and really dedicating like on Father's Day a chance to do something with that child individually. Like that's just so cool. That's such a great way to like have a chance to see where they're at, enjoy doing something with them, have a good time, not feel rushed, really be able to dig into like the things that they care about most. So just kudos to you, man, for really, really connecting with them. That's ultimately what makes you such a great father.
I kind of, the way I kind of figure it's like, oh, well, I'm not a dad without the kid, right? So like
Yeah.
doing something where I'm getting to spend time with the little ones, like that's the joy side for me. It's like I'm getting to do something with them individually. I get to let them know how special they are to me by that interaction, and then it's just it brings me joy, it brings them joy, and it's really like this special little bonding time. And I hope while we're doing that, like Eileen and whichever kid's staying home are also getting like some special parent time where they don't always get that, because we are always trying to like juggle the children or like doing things together as a family. So to get that individual time makes a big difference.
We did try for a while there to do daddy or mommy date nights once a month, so that each kid went out with us each month, and we switched off. But it was really hard to keep to that every month. And then as the kids got busy and they had more homework and things like that, it just kind of dropped off our radar. Doing it at least once a year, though, is great and special.
Yeah, I agree. Mac, I think that's an awesome tradition. Is that something that you recently started, kind of as your kids are getting older, or is it something that you did right from the get-go?
I think I've been doing it for about 3 years now.
Awesome. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool twist. I really like that. I think, for us, I think similar to Nate. I mean, I think it's out there. We always will do something just together as a family. This past Father's Day was really cool. Is my dad actually came down, so Matox was actually down for Father's Day, and so we got to celebrate him. In addition, so we played a lot of disc golf because that's what the two of us wanted to do. So that was really kind of neat because I don't think I've been with him on Father's Day in probably 20 some years, 20, 22 years, 23 years, something like that. So pretty cool to be able to be there and to really celebrate him as well. I appreciate the history too on that day. It's one of those things that you just take it for granted. You don't really think about the origin story of where it kind of came from. And I think it's neat to see, kind of the reflection or the spinoff of Mother's Day and kind of developing this day to really celebrate the dads, because I think it's really such a critical component in society that really the more we pour in and appreciate our dads, I think the better off society will be if we can really start to continue to build this up. So I love that. I think it's great.
I should also add in that on Father's Day, I grilled ribs because sometimes it's like, oh, well, I'm going to have a special meal too.
Mm-hmm.
I did the work, but it was still great. And it feels special to have like a meal that you want, right?
Absolutely.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we did the same thing. I went over down to John's house, and he's always grilling some type of meat. And I feel like that's where we've celebrated Father's Day for the last few years as well.
Just celebrating him.
Just celebrating him and eating his meat, which, by the way, is delicious. This went south as well. If he's listening, which he probably
Happy
won't be.
Father's Day, John.
Yeah.
Serge loves your meat.
I sure do, John. Oh man,
Still middle school humor.
I'd never
grow
end
up.
it.
Never grow up.
All right, everybody, go around and give your best Father's Day tip.
Best Father's Day tip.
Yeah. What are you gonna tell
What do you
other?
do to instigate your family to celebrate you? Is that what you're going for? Like, how do you manipulate your family to giving you the best Father's Day?
Well, I like to let my family know that the only way they can get love from me is by giving me presents.
That's a good one. Solid.
I choose
Always
the
lead
week
with the
before
presents.
Father's Day to be a really good father leading up to it. The rest of the year doesn't matter as much.
These are great tips, guys.
Oh,
Keep
man.
it coming, Isaac.
I don't have anything.
Hey, Serge, I'm going to suggest for you, maybe cut back on the attention to John's meats and a little bit more attention to your family.
Sorry, can't do, man. It's grade A.
Really, though, it's funny because these are made up holidays, but I appreciate it because you could otherwise lose sight of those important things. So it's a day that I appreciate. It might be a commercialized thing, kind of like Valentine's Day, but it gives you this opportunity and this reminder to be intentional about family, intentional about fathers and parenting, and I think it can be thrown in there for a lot of people, grandparents. It's great to be able to celebrate that, to celebrate people, because for whatever reason we just don't do that enough naturally, and I appreciate those opportunities. And then you, Mac, also choose it as a way to, as a father, so people are celebrating you, to go like, well, I got to celebrate my kids. I got that reminder. So that's a nice way to do that.
Yeah, I'm really hopeful that because I'm establishing this so early, that I'll be able to keep up this tradition like throughout their lives. You know, I know I see you as see Isaac, and even to some extent you, Nate, like your kids are getting bigger, they're moving that way, and it's like you're getting less and less opportunity to be with them and sort of celebrate that time together. So I'm trying to make sure that I am being very, like you said, intentional on getting that time and that bonding in while I can, because I don't want to, suddenly be like, oh, I missed out on all this opportunity to spend with my kids because I thought it would be more fun for me to go do something on my own.
Yeah, you're not golfing by yourself. No, you're so mindful, Mac, and I think it's one of those things where you're definitely, they talk about like being able to see ahead, and you're right. I do the same thing. I look to Nate and Isaac, and with your kids being older, I'm like, okay. So I see some of the things that they've anticipated and expected and have shared with us, and it's like, yeah, like these moments go so fast. They're so fast, and so if we don't take advantage of spending time with them, they're going to be spending time with others soon enough.
Very true.
Good stuff, guys. Good stuff.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, thank you, Mac. Appreciate you taking the time to really share about that. And again, just a great topic, and obviously a real bright spot for the month of June. And so for all of our guests out there, hopefully you have enjoyed this week's episode of The Four Best. And so hopefully we were able to maybe shine a little bit of light and bring a little bit of humor, especially for whatever reason, Serge has got an infatuation with his neighbor's meats. And so hopefully it really was enjoyable and just made you laugh and smile a little bit. That's really the intention. And as we talked about before, we are going to be releasing these episodes now every Wednesday. So they're coming to you weekly, every Wednesday at 4:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you haven't done so, make sure to like and subscribe these podcasts so you don't have to remember Wednesday at 4:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then you will automatically get notified. And you can do that on all the major podcasting platforms, wherever you like to listen to podcasts. We're out there. And we're also out there on social media. So make sure you look us up and find us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, and any other major platforms that are out there. We're there. And if you want to reach out to us directly, we have our own email address for the podcast, and it's forbestpod. Make sure you include the S in there, bestspod@gmail.com. And we would love to hear from you. And if you have any thoughts or ideas on the episodes or the podcast, would love to hear them. And so until next week, we will talk to you next time on the Four Bests. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. See you guys.
For best friends since way back when.